Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 video. We're back at it again, and today I have an amazing place that you can loot for some amazing gear. By far, the easiest place to loot. You won't get caught, you're going to get yourself a ton of loot. And if you are still early on, trust me when I tell you this is the easiest place to loot for gear. So you know what to do. Let's go! Once again, thanks for watching everybody. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Now, we're going to be robbing all of Zelioff. Yep, we're taking everything, my dude. The best part about this is you have a room that you can save, which is going to put us in the middle of everything. Now, if you don't know, you can actually get a room, talk to the innkeeper. You can get a permanent room for about 120 gold. Now, after that, just come to your bedroom. Now that you're here inside the inn, well, we don't have to break inside of here, which is cool. Create yourself a save, wait till nighttime, and come into this room, and any one of these guys, we're going to steal some keys off of them. Now, here's the thing. All of the other buildings here are locked. Now, I don't like lock picking at all. You can get yourself some lock picks and get yourself inside of these rooms, but this is the easiest way to do it. Wait till nighttime, come over here, steal some keys from these guys, and you pretty much are good to go. At least initially, there's a ton of stuff that we can get, but not all of these keys will work. Trust me when I tell you, you're in the right place. First things first, we're going to loot everything in the inn, right? There's going to be a ton of boxes up here that we can loot, and then we're going to head back to our room because we're going to be over encumbered and dump off all of the loot, and then we're going to head over to the next two houses and we're gonna rob all of that. And after it's all said and done, we're gonna have ourselves a ton of loot, a ton of save schnapps. I mean, everything that you can imagine, all from this one town. We're taking it all. Next, we're gonna head up through the ladder like so. Then up here, you guessed it, there's gonna be another chest that we can loot. So we're gonna go ahead and loot all of these chests. Now, in these chests, they're going to have different items. They're going to have weapons. They're going to have a ton of gear. They're going to have food. Everything you can imagine. A little bit of gold as well. But it all accumulates, right? It all accumulates. You can sell all of these things for stolen goods. Or, if you want to, just do what I do. Take all of this stuff, since we're still here in the same room, dump it all off into your chest, and just go about playing your game. And in 3 days, you can come back to a ton of loot that you can either grab and sell right here, or go to other towns, grab your loot from the chest and sell. So we basically are just stealing stuff and putting it into our chest, and then that way we don't have any stolen gear on us. It could wait for 3 days, and then we could come back and pretty much sell it. Or like I said, you can sell the stolen goods in other places that you can sell stolen goods. Totally up to you. Alright, now before we get up out of this room, one more chest that we can loot right over here. Go ahead and loot all of this. Nice. And then finally, we can head back over to our room and dump off all of this loot. And trust me when I tell you, it's a ton of stuff. And it's going to take you a little bit of time to dump off all of this loot. But hey, we have our room right here. It's going to make it super easy. Alright, so from this point, we're going to go ahead and finally come back to our room, which we bought for 120 corrosion, and put all of that stuff that has that stolen symbol next to it. Right? We're not going to have any stolen gear on us. We're going to put it all in here, and trust me, I had to cut the video because it's just a ton of loot that we got just from this inn. Trust me, all of these items accumulates and you can get yourself a ton of loot. And of course, if you don't have any of this gear, go ahead and upgrade your stuff. Alright, now after that, we're going to go ahead and sit down and save. Yep, we just looted all of the inn and everybody was asleep. No alarms raised because we already inside of the building. Now here's the thing. Once you go outside, the other rooms that we can get into, normally they would be locked. But since we already got the keys, we can now initially open up the front door. So loot that one more chest out of here. We are done with the inn. We've looted everything inside of here. Pretty nice. And we did ourselves a save too. So now we don't have to worry about anything. And this door, which is normally locked, we can now open because we have the key. So GG's right there. Now here's the thing. There's going to be some chests inside of here that we can use the initial keys that we got. But there's going to be some other boxes, chests that are closed, locked off yet again. Like this. Lockpick very hard. I hate lockpicking, just keeping it real. So I'm stealing some keys. That's what we're going to do. You can steal keys and you don't have to lockpick. Create yourself a save because this guy tends to wake up rather easy, but no worries. That's why I have your back. Create yourself a save. So just in case something like this happens, you don't have to waste all of your time that you have and start all the way over, which is just not very time consuming. So create yourself a save and then we can steal some keys. Here's the thing. You won't have a lot of time because he wakes up rather fast. You got about 9 seconds. But you can get the keys. You just need to have successful picklocking. So every time you come over here and you successfully pickpocket from him, there's going to be less and less of these question marks for you to highlight. Just go one by one and eventually you'll select the right one to get the keys. Alright? So you don't have to get it on the first try. You can go multiple times as long as you don't get caught. Alright, after that we can finally open up this locked chest. And there's a ton of stuff inside of here. A lot of different foods, a lot of different items, schnapps, and all kinds of stuff you can see right here. So go ahead, we're going to loot all of that. Got some weak saver snaps, got some badges, some dice inside of here. Mwah, chef kiss. Thank you so much for the loot. Now, since we have our set of keys that can unlock everything inside of here, we are going to go ahead and create ourselves another save. And then we're going to head over to the other room, which is over here. So make sure you loot all of the boxes in both of the 2 rooms that we were just in. And then we're going to come over here to this last and final room where there is some really good stuff. All right, let's do this. Now, once we're inside here, which this room is always locked, but now we have the keys, we can easily just come in here. We're going to come down to this one chest right here. And we have the keys for this one, so go ahead and loot all of that. A little bit of gold inside of here. Lots of items. Nice. Go ahead and rob this. Grab ourselves these items. Sweet. Now, we're going to be heading upstairs. Now, upstairs, there's going to be a really nice chest, but it's going to be locked. And it's going to be a hard lock. So, I don't like lock picking, which means we're going to have to steal some keys. Alright, now that we're up here, there is a small little chest that we can loot right here. That's going to be already open because we have the keys. Grab all of that loot. And there is another chest right here. But the lockpick is easy, but I don't like lockpicking, so we need to steal some keys. Somebody has some keys in this area. Is it him? Now, you know who it is? It's the maiden. That's right, the bathhouse maiden has the keys for that chest and for this chest right here, which has some more amazing items that we're about to get into. But this chest right here, we already have the keys for. So we're going to grab all of this stuff, which has lots of dried goods so we can get our alchemy on. Create yourself another save because we definitely don't want things to screw up right now and really have to start over. And we're going to rob her. Now, she is going to have some amazing items on her, so make sure you loot her because she has some really good stuff on her. Alright, now we're going to get ourselves some keys from her. 2 different sets. Got some rosaries right here, which is nice. And voila, boom. We have the huge key that's going to open up that chest, and the other key, which will open up the easy chest. Alright, now that we have successfully looted her, now we can get ourselves some more loot. Turn around, and this is where things get a little bit good. We already been inside of this chest, but the 2 chests that we are about to loot, they're gonna have some really good stuff inside of here. And you can come back every 3 days, at least just to loot this one. She has lots of saber snaps, weak buck's blood, but what stands out the most is she has 2 different perfumes that you can use later on for some quests. So grab all of this. She has some amazing items that are otherwise really hard to get and are find. So boom, there you have it. A ton of loot that you can get over here, my dude. Loot this last chest right here and then head back over to your room, dump it all off, and nobody has seen you stole anything. Everybody's asleep. You got all the keys. You don't have to worry about guards or anything. This is by far the easiest place to loot from, at least early on. Trust me, if I find any other places, I will post that video. But if you want to get some easy items, you're still early on. Even if you're not, you want to get yourself some savior snaps, all you have to do is come over here, get yourself a room, wait till nighttime, and you're good to go. But for right now, that's pretty much the end of the video. I hope you truly enjoyed it. As always, if you're new to the channel, how you doing and welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Right here at Karpo Gaming, a wide variety of videos range from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing y'all in the next one.